Hello. I wanted to record a video on a question about finances and about masters or teachers, coaches, etc. charging students and student paying a certain amount of money for the classes. And this is what I have to say. In order for you to, or for somebody to know martial arts, to study martial arts seriously, you have to spend years and years, and you have to spend or use a lot of hours, to put a lot of hours in that learning. I've seen students that say, I've been with such and such master for 20 years. But then if you ask the master or the teacher, he is or she is going to tell you, yeah, he's been with me for 20 years, but he comes once every 2 weeks for an hour or something like that. So you put all those hours together, that's not even a week. So that said, if you find a professor, a master, a grandmaster, whatever, that you know and you see that he knows, then the money is going to be well spent. As you know, and I'm not going to mention them, but I'm going to kind of brag about it a little bit. I have several degrees at university and a couple of master's degree. I think it's more, but let's put it that way. And I have not studied in any of those majors as I have studied martial arts in a continuous line, progression in time. So that said, in my case, I would not be willing to give my knowledge for free. And there are several reasons why that should happen. But I think that if you are good in what you do, very good, or mediocre, it doesn't matter. But to get there, you have to spend time, you have to put hours and sacrifices. And that's to be financially covered. So I've seen people that spend, I don't know, $5,000 in a sword, but they don't want to spend $150 on a seminar, for example, or on a weekend seminar. They want to spend $5 to $7 on a Starbucks cup of coffee every day, or almost every day, but then they don't want to spend certain amount of money to buy a video, like the used to be CDs or whatever, on their own masters teaching. Then what kind of value are you giving to the person that you're supposed to follow as a martial artist? Then even if the person that is teaching has a lot of money, let's say that he arrives to the dojan or the dojo or the school, whatever, the park, and he arrives in a Lamborghini, and then he comes out all dressed in Gucci clothing and Adidas and all of that, and he charges you whatever amount of money. I do not see why he's got to put of his own money to teach anybody. Still, he needs to charge whatever he decides. Probably he wants to go lower because he already has the resources or whatever. So if you want to become a martial artist, like a full-time teacher or a full-time coach, or have a class or whatever, make sure that you charge what is fair for you, and you know what that is. If you don't, then YouTube and in Facebook and all of that is full of videos regarding that particular topic. In my case, I used to teach in Florida in a city called Dunedin. Over there was a Montessori school, and I used to teach there. And then I started teaching at the art center of the art center of the city, and I didn't charge anything. I started not charging because I wanted to keep my knowledge fresh and be able to practice. And then I thought students would push me to assist to the class. I was very busy at the time, so having students, I thought, was going to take me to be there and use a particular time in my life, in my daily life, to be there. Well, let me tell you, when I was not charging, I had four students, and I remember that one of the classes was on Friday. They wouldn't come. Sometimes I was there for an hour with one student, not a student, just sitting down there chilling, etc. Then I started charging, and I said, no, this is not fair. This is not, they can have classes here for free, like clay and painting and drawing and stuff like that. And this is not fair. And I started charging. In my class, until I left the class because I didn't have any more time to continue, and I ended up having 13 students. So I doubled or tripled the amount of students by charging. And that's another thing. If you don't charge or what you're supposed to, that's going to come back and bite you in the ass, because people is going to think that your knowledge worth nothing. If you're not charging, it's because you don't know, or what you know is you learned with Master YouTube, and Master YouTube give you some videos. So my taking is, as a teacher, if you are teaching a formal class, you charge, and you charge what is fair. As a student, think about paying and think about that being fair. You spend money on other things. In a master, in a teacher, they have their financial struggles, and even if they don't have to put out things hardly learned and studied for free. There's no point. I mean, that is not going to make him less of a master if he is like financially oriented. We all have bills. Money is a must to have, in the sense that, being greedy, that's a different thing, but charging you for knowledge given is fair. It's fair. And if now you think yourself, you don't have to tell that to anybody, not even to me or anybody else. If you have not spent money on stupid things, well, you have a hobby and you collect this and that and whatever, and you don't want to pay for a legit kind of knowledge. That's my taking on that. You have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video.